just going back to that again, so clicking on Tools and clicking on Tool Options, and we were talking about the output file and explaining that when you make a video, first of all, that video will be an AVI file or a CamRec file. Then you will edit that file and then compress it, and the output that you produce from your compressed file will be a flash, or perhaps it might be MPEG-4, or perhaps it may be a variety of different file formats depending. So you will end up actually with two, for each video that you produce you will end up with two videos. One which will be the initial video where all the information is stored, and that will be a large file that you couldn't really share on the internet, and then you will make a compressed file that you will be able to use, for example, on YouTube, or you could use it obviously on the website or in a blog, or for example if you made it small enough even for an iPhone or an iPad, etc. So you have to save the original file as a CamRec or an AVI file, and then produce a file output which we can then use for sharing. Now if you click on the file options as well, you've got a little bit more information here regarding what your file names are going to have, and we've got at the moment ask for file name is I'm forcing Camtasia to ask me what is the name that I want to give to each file. So as I produce my files, and we'll see that in a minute, it will ask me to save it with a name rather than it being automatically named by Camtasia. So that's a very, very important point about the difference between the first recording you do, in other words the original recording, which is CamRec or an AVI file, and then the files that you produce for your recordings which you want to share on the internet, and those will be once you have compressed your video files. Now I want to talk next about something called disabled display acceleration during capture, and this is very, very important, and I'll do it in the next video, but it has a big impact on the speed and the way that your computer performs when it's using Camtasia.